Alright guys, Upchurch uploaded this literally 30 seconds ago. Like the picture ain't even loaded yet. It ain't even got a thumbnail. But it's behind the lyrics of Desperado. I tried breaking them down myself and I reacted to the music video. I'm gonna react to him talking about behind the lyrics now to see how close I was. Like you saw it on there, it took the upload. Like, hold on, I will show y'all. 1 minute ago now. You see that? Like, I caught this within less than 30 seconds. Like, it didn't even have a thumbnail. So I guarantee I'm the first reactor to react to this. But we're going to go ahead and check this out and see how close I was in my interpretation of the song and breaking it down. But let me go ahead and roll my intro. And let's roll with it.
This is behind the lyrics and meaning of my song Desperado that just came out. We ain't gonna fucking beat around the bush. We're just gonna jump right into it as soon as I find a lighter. Found one. All right, so right off the rip, the very first lyric is my favorite lyric. I am a leader you shouldn't follow. Hard to keep up with the wild desperado. I'm a leader you shouldn't follow. The reason I say that is because, one, it's true. When you look at people in life who are trying to be...
Before he says what he's going to say, I said everybody technically follows in his footsteps because he's the one that kicked the door down. He's the one that opened the door for independent country rap artists. It was not a thing before Upchurch. But I said do not follow in his footsteps and be a clone. Do your own thing. Don't do what he does. Let's see what he says on it.
Something that they're not. Essentially, they're wasting a bunch of time they could have spent being exactly who they are, being comfortable in their own skin. And another reason I said it is because I really don't like when a mass amount of people like my stuff. I don't like the word follower. You know, it just don't sit well with me.
Be a leader, not a follower. But I nailed it.
I want to make more leaders in the world. I don't want people to follow me and just do whatever I say and like whatever I like. I want them to be their own version of what I am to people like me. I want other people to be inspired to be leaders and not have followers. Just create other leaders in the world. Like I've said a million times, there's people out there that don't know that they can achieve something unless they see someone like them achieve it first. Leading someone to be their own leader. I'm a leader you shouldn't follow. Hard to keep up with a wild desperado. I mean, let's just be real. What's more powerful? A room full of leaders that think alike, that can think for themselves, or a room with one leader that has to lead for everyone else and do everything for everyone else?
In my Leave Upchurch video alone, or whichever the first one was, I had one in a bad format and I redid it. It's uploaded back to back. The first one got the most views and is the most popular, even though it's crappy format. Like, it's black bars on the sides and black bars on the top. Because I was in dialysis when I did it and my laptop died right after it uploaded. And then I sent it on my phone, but I couldn't fix it till I got out of there 5 hours later. But it already had 150 views and 5 hours of watch time, so I didn't want to delete it, but I wanted to correct it. So that's why it's on my channel twice. But I nailed it. Like, that's exactly what I said in that video. What he just said right there at the end of that.
Exactly. Which leads me to the next lyric. Taking cars at 80 miles an hour plus. Engine block scraping, making asphalt. Metallic horse gallop in a hillside. Pipes echo from the trees, shaking as we all roll by. Taking curves at 80 mile an hour plus. Engine block scraping, making asphalt dust. Metallic horse gallop in a hillside. Pipes echo from the trees, shaking as we all roll by. So
I didn't comment on that part. Like, I didn't understand that part, I'll be honest with y'all. So I didn't break that part down. So we're about to find out.
Pretty much I'm saying everybody in life has different curves. You know the curves you're taking in your life because you've experienced those curves. And I mean that in like a mental sense and also like a physical sense out like actually in your hometown. So me trying to tell someone how to take their curves that they know, I could never tell them that. They're the one that knows that curve. How am I supposed to claim that I know the best way for someone else to take that curve in the fastest way if I've never been down that road before? Metaphorically speaking, I mean, like, think about it. I could, if there was a curve in life on a road I've never been down, I could lie about it and be like, oh yeah, I know the best way. But then when I really go to do it, I crash and slide off the road. What does that mean? It means I didn't know what I was talking about. But if you're asking me about one of the curves I've gone through in life, in my surroundings, a million, kajabillion times, I can tell you this is how you do it. This is how you approach this curve. And then I can show you by approaching the curve at 80 mile an hour plus, engine blocks scraping, making asphalt dust. Because it's what I know. And if you see me take this quote unquote curve like a fucking champ, then you know that I'm telling the truth about the curve. Then the next lyric is further explaining that and solidifying it by saying even down to the boots that I'm in from taking these curves, the little marks and stuff. They're marks in my life that I've walked with these boots that are unmatched by anyone else because no one has matching marks on their boots. Everyone has different ones.
That's why they say don't judge somebody until you walk a mile in their shoes. I mean, that's basically what he just said, but he's talking about boots. But don't judge somebody and don't follow somebody or try to follow somebody until you know what they've been through, how they handled the situation, what they've gone through. You know, you don't know anything unless you've lived in their life, and you haven't. They can explain it to you. They can tell you the best route, like he just said, but.
On my roof, but only on the south side. Marks on my boots, from scooting through my outline.
Okay, and my reaction to the music video, I said the moss, he's got moss on his roots, but only in the south side. My interpretation of that was everybody says moss grows on the north side. So him saying moss grows only on the south side, on his roots, it's saying he's different than everybody else. Let's see if I nailed that one.
See, my outline. Not his outline or her outline or anyone else's outline, just mine. Down to the point where it is tatted on my chest. The outline of where I ride at, bro. All right, now let's move to the verse because it's just, not right now, it's at the part where it loops the chorus again. But let's get into the verses and I'll tell you what I meant by the verses. Here we go.
Don't try to keep up with me. I live on the edge, too thin to see.
He didn't break down the moss part. Maybe he'll get to that, but like I said, I feel like that's what it has to be.
Don't try to keep up with me. I live on the edge that's too thin to see. So, you know, I mean, look at all the years I've been doing music. How many times someone thought, I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to make everyone hate you. You're never going to be able to do that. You know why? Because when it comes to the music industry, my line is so thin, everyone always thinks I'm going to ruin my career, but I don't. Do you know why? Because I'm being absolutely true to myself and open about being true to myself. And I don't care what anyone thinks. I never will. I never have. It's just never going to happen. And when you do that, I feel like people respect real more than they respect fake real.
I was earthbound to be a backwoods seed. On my back is where the word backwoods be.
I was earthbound to be a backwoods seed. On my back is where the word backwoods be. And that ain't cap. Just for anybody that didn't know, it actually is there. I got that tattoo in the first place is because no matter what, the backwoods got my back. Plain and simple. I was born.
I said that in my video. I said I lived in the city and I lived in the boondocks, and I'd take the boondocks over the city any day. Just because, I mean, everybody knows everybody. Everybody's got your back. Well, that's at least two I've nailed.
In the backwoods of where I'm at right now. I've lived here my whole life. I had all my struggles here. I had all the times I've fucking cried, all the times I've had fun, all the times I've ran from the cops. Everything I've ever done was in the backwoods, including my career. The backwoods around here seen what I was trying to do.
But they gave him support, I guarantee.
Seen when I started to become something. And now they've seen when I have become something and still haven't left them behind because they never left me behind. So in a sense, I'm saying, yeah, once upon a time I was a backwoods seed. And then I got watered by the people in the backwoods so I could grow and become a tree. And one day become a huge tree with limbs and have people that, know these woods that have carved their names in this tree. And one day when I'm gone, the tree will still be standing. And you'll be able to see what I've done throughout my whole life and how many limbs extended off me to make other artists and to make other people realize it's okay to be your own kind of tree in your own woods.
And I'm sure he's going to talk about it later. But when he said later in the song, he knows where he's going, but he don't know where he's going. My interpretation of that was he knows he's going to be a legend. He's going to be the Waylon Willie, Johnny Cash of our generation. I said he's already there. I think he's already kind of made that imprint. But that's basically what he said here, but he'll get to that later, and we'll see if he says what I said. But
it's okay to just like that. It's fine. Everyone does it.
Because the backwoods never turned its back on me. Part of a small town, roots of the home team.
That's right, baby. Mid-10 backwoods cuz.
Ride through the city like I don't sing. Rugged old Chevy and a stained white tee.
Ain't shit changed but the algorithm. I'm just playing, but for real though.
I am the leader you shouldn't follow.
All right, so let's get into verse 2. Here we go.
I'm a big brother, I'm a older cousin, I'm a redneck from the south, I'm a rapper, I sing country.
Everybody know.
when he did that part, I pointed out he does rap, he does country, he does rock. He's put in one of his videos not too long before this one, he put out a sample of like some 50s lovemaking music, and I was just talking about he can do every genre and absolutely murder it. See where he says now.
No matter what they want to say, that is the one common thing that everybody has, whether they want to fucking admit it or not. I know family sometimes is not your blood, or sometimes it is your blood, sometimes it's a mixture of both. But as humans, we are all tribal. But at the end of the day, we are big brothers, we are older cousins, we're rednecks from the south. We're all kind of things throughout the world. That's why I said I'm a rapper, I sing country. No matter how far apart the spectrums, and I use music to elaborate on that. The common thing between the two, no matter how far apart, is being tribal.
Always two forms of buzzing when taking pictures in public. I think Waylon will be proud and Biggie Smalls will think it's stuffing, motherfucker.
Always two forms of buzzing when taking pictures in public. I think Waylon would be proud and Biggie Smalls would think it's thumping. Two spectrum. But even though you may be one and not the other, vice versa, it's the respect. It's giving the respect and letting them do what they do. Whether you like this side or this kind or whatever. You might not like the other side. You might not live like the other side, but you have to respect the hustle, dude.
Catch me cruising mid-10 road, sleeping on the windshield from radar.
He just didn't mention the part that I was talking about, but I didn't talk about the whole family aspect of my reaction.
On the 5-0, catch me downtown wild on the rooftop, winter circle shit, spraying something with a cork top.
Pretty much saying, hey, everybody takes losses different and everyone takes wins different. Something that's a loss to me might not be a loss to you. Something that's a win to me might not be a win to you. It's okay. I do my own form of losing and winning. So I'm going to celebrate for what I like to celebrate for, whether anyone thinks it's a celebration or not. At the end of the day, everybody likes different kind of parties, fam.
I know where I'm going without knowing where I'm going.
I know where I'm going without knowing where I'm going. I mean, that's just what it is with me. I mean, I go off my gut instinct. I don't really worry about anything else. I don't overthink too much shit. I don't try to be something I'm not to hang with this kind of person. I don't I just am who I am, and that's what it is. I know where I'm going without knowing where I'm going, because I don't have to know. I just gotta go.
An alien mind glowing, regular say mind blowing. Wind in my head, cause the winning road keeps flowing. I'm one of a couple writing musical components.
Alien mind glowing, regular say mind blowing. Wind in my hair, cause the winning road keeps flowing. I'm one of a couple writing musical components. I know what I am. It's just that just means, hey man, I'm aware of what I am. I've seen the documentaries. I know what's going on. I know what happens. I know why a mass amount of people shit on somebody. It's because they're doing good. I know why some people.
I'm gonna pause it for a second because I am not digging this lag here. Like I say, I'm not so sure it's not still rendering on his end. Like I say, I found I clicked on it and started playing it before the thumbnail even loaded. So I mean, it could be the internet I'm on, but like I say, this video, like I reacted to this in less than 30 seconds of it coming up. The thumbnail won't even there.
People and artists move the way they do. Sometimes it's because they're threatened. Sometimes it's because they're jealous. Sometimes it's because they want to be your homie. You never really know until you experience it. And guess what you have to use for that? Your gut instinct. At the beginning of that line, when it says alien mind glowing, regular say mind blowing, it's because some people can't fathom what I'm doing. It's like alien to some people. Hell, a couple years ago, it was alien to the industry. I remember sitting in some of these meetings, dude, covered in fucking poison ivy, talking to this rich millionaire fucking record label owner, and he's like, how do you do it? And I'm like, how do I do what? Do I just like wake up and just be Ryan Upchurch? Well, that's going to be kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, I also said that in my reaction. I mean, I just said Upchurch is Upchurch. I mean, yeah, that's just who he is. I mean...
You shouldn't follow how to keep up with the wild Desperado.
So the rest of this video is going to be cool little things about the video and stuff. So in this scene right here with the bike burning out, the dude on the bike is my buddy. And I went up to him. I was like, bro, will you do a burnout for this video? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, where at? I said, bro, do it against my house. He said, well, can I use your bike to do it? I was like, yeah. Well, obviously he didn't want to fuck his back tire up. I don't blame him. Fuck that, motherfuckers are expensive. Somebody else was like, pop the tire. And I said, yeah, fucking pop the tire. He said, all right, fuck it. He fucking did a burnout for like, goddamn, like 3-4 minutes, dude. As soon as it popped, everybody went, woo! And then the smoke cleared and everybody was like, hey, what kind of back tire is that?
If he tore it up bad enough, I can see the problem there. You can't read the numbers on it. You don't know what kind of tire to buy to put back up there. I mean, you can look up the bike model, I guess, and figure it out, but it's a lot easier to be able to look at the tire and see the numbers, see the measurements or whatnot. I mean, like I say, you can get on Google and look up the bike and figure out what kind of tire it took, but that just made it a whole lot more difficult tearing that tire all to pieces and without getting the numbers off of it first.
Engine block scraping, making asphalt dust. Metallic core scalloping a hillside. Pipe echo from the tree, shaking as we all roll by.
Dude, that photo right there is one of the most badass photos I've ever taken in my whole career. And it's one that I am going to cherish forever and be able to look back on and be, look, dude, see, it's giving me fucking cold chills. I'm going to be able to look back on that and be like, yeah, dude, I fucking did so much cool shit back in the day and hung out with some of the most, you know, historic groups of people. I mean, bro, the Outlaws are fucking historic as fuck. And I know a lot of people's like, yo, man, what's up with this? What's up with this? Hey, man, it really ain't none of your motherfucking business, to be real. But if you really want to know the answer, I mean, hey, man, it's a part of my surroundings, bro. All the ones I've met are just some good-ass dudes who fight for their position in life against a system that is trying to hold them the fuck down. They pick each other up when they're down, they dust them off, and they're like, yo, let's get our head back in the game. And that's what I do with artists in life who are like, at the bottom of the bottom. They're like, man, dude, I'm fucked. I'm never gonna, be nothing. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, don't say that. Come on, get to the studio and do your damn thing. Just like in the music industry, I'm fighting for my.
Yeah, we're running back into the lags again. But I'll just sit here. I might cut this out. I mean, I'll leave this part me telling you I'm gonna cut it out. But I'm gonna let it marinate and load a little bit. I might put a time lapse here. Like I say, I'm not sure if it's his end or my end. Like I say, I jumped on this so fast. I'm definitely gonna have the first reaction to it. If there's any other reaction. I mean, I guarantee other people react to it. But so far, no, I ain't gonna do a time lapse. No, we're just gonna sit here and go back on stuff I've nailed. Like, I've absolutely nailed at least 3 out of 5 things he's touched on. And some of them that I touched on, that I brought up, he didn't even comment on. He commented on the part before it or the part after it. Like, I'm still waiting to hear about the moss on the south side. Because he didn't say nothing about it the first time. And I missed it the first time. When he came back around and said it the second time is when I caught it and I made my, interpretation of what it meant. So maybe he'll still come around and talk about what he means by the moss on his roots grows, but only on the south side. Because, like I say, everybody says moss grows on the north side. So I think he's just saying he's different than everybody else. And if he does, that'll put me like 4 for 4 or 4 out of 5 that I've absolutely nailed. Like I say, he's had some stuff that I didn't touch on during the reaction that he did. But
my position in a fucking system that's trying to hold me down, the motherfucking music industry. So yeah, we both know what it's like for motherfuckers to try to hold you down. Now, I can't really speak for them. I can only speak for me and how I feel. But, I mean, that's what I feel like the common thing is between me and them. And another thing is, they like respect and loyalty, bro. I mean, I've been respectful and loyal to my fan base the entire time. I have never, ever sold out, never even thought about it. I've seen a lot of people asking, am I outlaw MC? No. But I like outlaw MCs. Are you going to see me in a video with a bunch of Hells Angels? Nah. And it's simply because, I don't care to cater to everything. I care to cater what's around me. For my time in my life, what I'm talking about and what I'm singing about, I want you to see the real deal. I don't want you to see some fake shit. I want people to be able to go back in 100 years and be like, oh, damn. Like, he was around these people, and this was the atmosphere of it. And, here's where his loyalty was, and yada, yada, yada. So when they look at the big picture of what my life was, they're going to be like, holy shit. This dude put on himself and everything that was surrounding him. Nothing else. He never faked anything. It was all real. And that's just what it is. It's just real shit. You mean be a liar? I'm not gonna be a liar for you.
Marks on my roof, but only on the south side. Marks on my boots, I'm scooting through my outline. I am a leader, you shouldn't follow.
That picture means a lot to me. It's a part of my life that I think is really cool. And if I put something in a frame and put it on a wall, it means that it's one of my most cherished memories. Whether anybody thinks whatever, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. I'm the only one who looks at my walls.
Hard to keep up with the wild desperado. Hard to keep up with the wild desperado.
Dude, listen to this high note. I told you.
Hard to keep up with the wild desperado.
And that is behind the lyrics of Desperado.
yeah, he never touched on the moss grows only on the south side, but I feel like I nailed that one too. Like, it has to have been what it was. But let's see. That was a 15-minute video. I reacted to it. It still says it's been uploaded 1 minute. How did I react to a 15-minute video at 1 minute? Let me refresh it. Okay, it's been up 26 minutes. I'm going to upload this right now. I guarantee I have this up by the time in the next 10 minutes. My reaction to this reaction, because this is his reaction or behind the lyrics, kind of same thing, of Desperado. Mine's going to be up within 10 minutes of his coming out. I feel like I just pulled a Ryan Upchurch, Morgan Wallen situation. How he put Broadway Girls out before Morgan Wallen put Broadway Girls out. Just me trailing him by 10 minutes. Like, I feel like that's like a record of some sort. But anyway, just so I can say I put this out as fast as possible, I'm going to wrap this up. Click like, comment, subscribe. It's free 99. It helps me out so much. Just click those buttons, please. But that's it for this reaction. See y'all later.